Howdy ho there, friends and neighbors. Welcome to Minthillbilly's Kitchen today. Hey folks, today we're going to be making my famous Minthillbilly Super Bowl chili. So let's take a quick look at all of our ingredients here. We're going to be cooking it in this little crock pot here today. We also have our little frying pan right over here that we'll be using to fry up that's the Gotham steel pan. It's an awesome pan, friends. We'll put a link below. We'll be using it to fry up our 93.7 hamburger meat that we're going to be putting in this chili. And let's just briefly go over all the ingredients, and we'll also list all these ingredients below. Of course, we have an onion here. We're going to chop an onion. We're going to put 3 or 4 cloves of garlic in there, some celery in it as well. Of course, we're going to fry up our ground beef, and we'll be putting some spices in it as we go. Some salt and pepper, oregano, garlic powder, chili powder, ground cumin. We also have 3 cans of the Bush's chili beans in the mild flavor, okay? Because we got the mild, because we're going to spice it up a little bit with all these other spices. We're going to put a little bit of brown sugar in it. We're going to use beef broth to deglaze our pan, and we'll add a little bit to the mixture as well. We have a can of Rotel tomatoes, and we have a can of just regular diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and oregano flavor. We have a can of tomato paste, and we also have this chili packet here that has some of the basic spices for good chili. It's a McCormick's brand mixture. So we're going to show you how we get all this going, friends. So stay tuned. Okay, folks. Hey, I want to show you this neat little tool here made by Pampered Chef. It's just a little simple chopper. Before we start frying up this hamburger meat, I'm going to go ahead and put some cloves of garlic in here, because some of it we're going to actually put in with the meat while we're frying it up. I'm going to go ahead and screw this together if I can. Sometimes it's kind of hard when you're making a video. But anyway, I'll show you how easy this thing is to use, and you can look down there and see these little chopping blades here. Just kind of work it around like this, and it's going to chop all that garlic up into little small pieces. Just about done it. We're going to go ahead and pull this off of here. Now, garlic sometimes will kind of stick a lot, so sometimes you really have to take your finger or maybe like a little knife here, kind of scoop some of this good stuff out of here right quick. And that done a really nice job. And we will actually cook some of this up with our hamburger meat and add some to our chili when we're done as well, and that'll help flavor it really good. Friends, I'll put a link down below for this Pampered Chef chopper. Definitely a nice thing to have in your kitchen. Okay, folks, we got our ground beef in our Gotham frying pan. We're going to go ahead and take about a teaspoon of this garlic and just throw it into our mixture here. We're going to take about a teaspoon of our oregano or so. We are going to throw it into our mixture as well. We are going to take about a teaspoon of our chili powder. If we can get it to come on out of here. And that'll all be good there. Now we can always add later as we're cooking, you know, to get it to the taste that we want. So we'll just start off with about a teaspoon of each. And here's our ground cumin. Don't seem like it wants to come out too good. Hang on just a second. Yeah, it's kind of really fine. This stuff's really fine. So I'm going to just get some out right over here. Throw it in there. We're going to add some salt. And we're about out of salt in this little container here. Let's see if I can find my other thing of salt. Okay, we got our other container of salt, a little bit coarser salt, but that'll work just fine. We're going to add some. This is sea salt. And we have some pepper. Let's see if I got this thing open. Let's turn it around right here. So we're going to add a little bit of regular old black pepper to our mixture. Now, although we have garlic in here, we're still going to add a little bit of garlic pepper powder, just like we said before. Now, from that point, friends, we're going to keep frying this stuff up, stirring all this goodness around, and we'll get back to you here shortly. Okay, friends, our hamburger meat here is just about finished frying up with all them good old spices. We're going to add just a little bit of beef broth here to help deglaze our pan. But actually, this pan really doesn't really need deglazing because it's so awesome. This Gotham pan is really great. But we'll stir that beef broth around in there just a little bit. And then we'll drain this in just a few minutes. Now, friends, for the fun part, it's time we mix all this stuff together. So bring the camera on over. We got everything on the counter here. Got our ground beef over here. Now what we done, we drained a little bit of the grease off of there, but that 93.7, you won't get a whole lot of grease from it frying up anyway. So we'll just start right over here. We'll start with our onion. Go ahead and throw it in the pot. We haven't cut the pot on yet. We'll go ahead and throw in our garlic. We'll get a spoon just to kind of help that on in there a little bit. So there we go. We'll go ahead and just throw in, it don't really matter what order you put the stuff in. We're just gonna go ahead and start here with all the veggies. Here's our celery. We'll throw it on in there. We'll go ahead and throw the hamburger meat in now. So here we go. That stuff looks good, don't it? It smells good, I'll tell you what. And look at that, friends. Look how it did not stick at all to that Gotham pan. See how that thing just does really good? Nothing really stuck to it at all. Although we put a little beef broth in there, it really wasn't necessary. Definitely got to get you one of them. Once again, we'll put a link down below for that. We're going to start right here with our regular Hunt's diced tomatoes. With the juice and everything, we're going to throw it right on into the concoction. Next thing is our tomato paste. It's a little thick, so you'll have to get a spoon to kind of get that out of the can. And we'll throw that in there as well. And get as much of it out of there as you possibly can. If you don't get every bit, it's no big deal. Okay, it's still going to be good. I tell you what, every year I make this stuff, I think it gets better every year. Okay, so I think that right there ought to be good. We're going to go ahead with our Rotel tomatoes, and it has some little chilies in there as well. That will give it a little bit of heat. And we're going to start with our beans. And remember again, we're using the Bush's chili beans with the mild sauce. With the sauce and everything, no need to rinse the beans. We'll have all that goodness right on in there. We're going to add another can as well, smaller can. And we're going to go ahead and stir this a minute. Make sure we don't have too much for our pot, which I think will be okay. Oh yeah, we're fine. We are fine. I think we can actually probably add one more, which is our final one anyway. And we should be good to go. And friends, last but not least, we're going to put in this McCormick chili mix. We will add that to the concoction. And we'll stir all this up really good. And friends, the other thing is your beef broth. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit right now. And as this cooks down through the day, you can continue to add just your beef broth to the mixture to keep your level up to the top of the pot. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and start stirring this up. We're going to let it start cooking. Let me go ahead and switch this thing on. We have it on slow cooker, and we've got it on high right now. And we're going to let this thing start cooking, and we'll show you what it looks like in a bit. Okay, folks, hey, we're back here in the kitchen. It's been a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours. We're about 1 hour away from kickoff. We got all our rowdy friends coming over here in just a little bit. So we're going to do a quick little taste test just to make sure we don't have to add anything else to our chili. Matter of fact, bring the camera down. Let the people see what it's looking like. It's looking pretty good. Looks really nice there. So I'm going to do a little quick taste test. See what this tastes like. And that is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's not too sweet. We didn't put quite as much brown sugar in it this year as we have before in past years. And friends, I want to thank you for watching this video today. We made a how-to Super Bowl chili video. We'll put the link on this one as well. Probably about 5 years ago. And my son, he's standing right over here. Go and put the camera on him. Say hey, Nathaniel.
Hey!
Are you going to eat some chili today?
No!
No, you still don't eat chili. Folks, if you go back and look at our other video 5 years ago, he's standing right there. He's about this tall, okay? This kid's grown like over a foot. And I was asking him then if he was going to eat some chili. He said, no. He still don't eat chili. But, friends, I want to thank you for watching our video today. Hopefully, if you make yourself some chili, it'll turn out as good as ours. Thank you for watching the video. Tell a friend about us and subscribe. We'll see you next time.